Today is going to be very volatile, guys. Today I need to talk you through what is actually happening here. I need to show you a couple of very important charts showing us where we are in the market right now. Are we in a bear market? Are we in a bull market? I'm gonna go over everything here today. I'm gonna update you on my trading strategies and much more. So make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end of this video. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's get straight into it. And what you can see right now is that we have erased the small little pump that we saw yesterday. Most of it has already been retraced here, and we are currently at 91,500, and the bearish sentiment continues. People are extremely bearish. The charts are not looking good at all for the short term, and people are scrambling here because everyone that believed in the 4-year cycle, they are right now waiting for the next week to take profit. But the problem is altcoins are absolutely wrecked. Bitcoin is at a lower price. So for everyone that was looking for the peak of the 4-year cycle being essentially right now, they are in disbelief here. Now, for me, as you know, guys, I've been saying that the 4-year cycle is not valid anymore and that we are going to see the peak in 2026. So for me, it's fine. I'm still expecting a pump here, but it can take a little while. It could take almost a year until we see that peak of the market, which I am completely fine with. And if you look at the trend here, it is definitely still towards the downside here. So yes, until we break away from this trend and create a higher high, we are still in this downtrend. Now, remember what I said yesterday. The lower we go, of course, the worse the sentiment is going to become. But the lower we go, the closer we are to the bottom. That's logical. And the worse the sentiment, like the worst sentiment is going to be when we are right at the bottom. That is when the sentiment is going to be the worst. So I'm completely fine with this. I'm buying on the way down using my trading strategies. If you look at all of the indicators here, they are screaming. They are giving us the warning bells, right? So the warning bells are alarming right now and they are ringing. And what you can see right here is that a trend here on the weekly time frame of us going down, boom, up the Fibonacci levels here. And then if you look at where we are at right now, you can see it's looking pretty similar, and we're breaking down from the 50-week moving average. And if we repeat, just like we saw here in the past, then this is signaling us to go down lower. However, we have to be careful with this because the whales are going to try to cause so much fear in the market. They are going to try to get people to sell all of their Bitcoin, and then you are going to be surprised by the pumps. This is what I believe, not financial advice, but since I've always been saying that I believe that we are going to extend this bull run, not only during 2025, but we're going to extend this well into 2026. So that's my base case, and that is what I still believe is going to happen. Now, if you look at Ethereum is still resting on my support. Solana, same thing here, nice little bounce yesterday. In fact, crypto had a decent bounce yesterday, while traditional markets did see a big red candle, in fact, breaking down from a yellow line right here. And this is not looking good right now for the traditional markets as well, breaking down. Now, as you know, crypto went down before the traditional markets. And now Bitcoin is bouncing and crypto is bouncing as the traditional markets are going down. So traditional markets were going up when Bitcoin was going down, and now when Bitcoin and crypto is going up a little bit, they continue towards the downside. So that could just be that Bitcoin is front running the traditional markets. So we are about to see the bounce for the traditional markets, and then we will see if that's going to be the momentum for us to at least test 95K and see if we can break through this. Now, before I talk about why today is extremely important and everything you need to know in regards to some of the charts right here, let us quickly talk about my trading strategies. Yes, they are red, most of them here, but remember, I'm buying on the way down here. So that's completely fine. If you look at the amount of Bitcoin that this strategy is buying right now or has bought so far, 54 Bitcoin. So that's not too bad, buying the dip on the way down. If you look at Ethereum here as well, I need to go up to 3,177 to reach break even, which is not too bad. It's pretty close. So yeah, this is fine. I am completely happy with the state of the trading strategies here. And just for every day that goes by, more and more gains are being added to the grid profit here as the price continues to move back and forth, up and down, but the grid profit continues to accumulate. So that means that the break-even price is getting lower and lower for every day that goes by. So that's absolutely amazing. And yeah, I'm completely happy with this. Instead of having gone long at any point here, let's say I went long for, let me see, Doge here maybe. I went long at 17.5 cents. Right now at a much lower price, but because of the trading strategy that has made 25K during this time period, instead of being at a loss, just going long, I am at a profit all in all. So that's completely fine. I'm very happy with the performance here. And when we go back up, then the trading strategies are going to be at an incredible profit. And if you want to use my trading strategies, of course, you can do so. There's incredible bonuses available to be claimed right now. First, sign up to Pionex right here and then claim the deposit bonuses. You can get 200 USDT by doing a 100 USDT deposit. So check that out, guys. This is my favorite exchange. And then you have my links here to my favorite strategies for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, and XRP. Make sure to check that out. If you want to do manual trading, you have Tapit right here also, amazing exchange. You have Bitpanda for Europe, you have Bybit, of course, and these other ones. So make sure to check all of this out. Let's continue. So during this bounce, what you can see is that the Coinbase premium has actually gone up a little bit. So that is a good sign. That means that the US institutions, they are not heavily dumping Bitcoin anymore compared to the rest of the market. So previously what you have been seeing here the last few days is that the US institutions using Coinbase have been dumping Bitcoin. So that's very important to take note of. Also, what I want to show you, we have not been this bad since the FTX crash in 2022. So let me explain it a bit further. So what you see here in yellow is the entity adjusted realized loss. Essentially, it shows us how many people are selling Bitcoin at a loss right now, or how much Bitcoin is being sold at a massive loss. And you can see we are having a peak right here. A lot of Bitcoin are being dumped at a loss right now. When did we see a similar kind of peak? We have to go all the way back here to November of 2022 during the FTX collapse. And then you had even further here during the bear market of 2022 when you saw the Luna collapse, the Celsius collapse, the BlockFi and all of that. Now, what I want to show you is that this previous peak here was actually the bottom. So this FTX crash, this was the bottom when people were selling at a loss. In general, when people are selling at incredible losses, that typically tends to be at least a local bottom, right? So keep that in mind. So you can see the local bottom right here. This one was in the local bottom vicinity, these peaks here. These peaks also were at local bottoms. I mean, we did have a bounce and then continuation towards the downside, but at least at local bottoms and then a bounce after that. So keep that in mind. But today is going to be very volatile, guys. Check this out. So Nvidia are going to report their earnings today, which is going to have a huge effect on the entire AI sector. Like in the Nasdaq, everything is going to be influenced by Nvidia's earnings here. Are we in an AI bubble or not? That is what people are asking themselves. Now, depending on the earnings here, that's going to have a massive effect on the market. So be prepared for volatility today. Also, you do have the FOMC minutes, which is going to be released, which is going to give us a hint as to what to expect for the future. Guys, this is what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.